has come to you from the gods of the land. The chief priest that protects the land of Biafra, they have sent message for a very long time. They have not been able to send message. And any message you see 555 Vision delivering is a message that protects this Biafra. And it is also a message that protects Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the Simon Ekpa. And also to restore Biafra. Listen to Ugbala, gods of the land, whom the gods of land speak through him. And I was permitted to deliver the message.
Ya na-emewe ihe Chukwu na ọ bụ ihe mmadụ. Ife mma ka anyị na-eme ọlụ anyị nọ n'ọlụ mma na ọ bụla ọlụ mmadụ. Ya sị nka nkene gị. Ka mba etekwana gị azụ na nsi elu. Maka onye anọ nọrọ ebe anọ wee gbu. Ya bụ onye nọ ebe anọ
Listen attentively.
Onye ka eji wee sị na a na-eti ọkpọsọ aka. Maka onye nọ n'eziokwu na egwu adatị ya. Maka ngwa anyị na-eme emesịa n'eziokwu ya ese niile. Ọ ma n'Igbo niile, ụma na-enwere ilo, ụma na-enwere ntụpọ, ụma na-adachi okwu, ụma na-ada akwanyere mmadụ. Ọ gba n'eziokwu. Ọ na-agba ọgụ onye sọ ya.
Ọ na-agba ọgụ onye sọ ya yi. Okwu juru ya ọnụ ọma na ụgbaba nkịtị.
Ka ugbeguru udu mmiri na ọkọchị pụtara anyị ya nkụ. Ọ sị na ebe ọbụla chi jiri eji mesịrị fo n'ihe mebiri emebi n'okpuru anyanwụ a na-edozi edozi. Mana ịma na oke ibie eziokwu bịa n'ode ezuzi ọka. Ọnya ka ụgbara ji anyị ọnụ n'anya ụmụ Igbo na-asị n'udododo unu ga-enya ntị. Unu ga-enya ntị, unu ga-enya ntị, unu ga-enya ntị ọ na-ekwu abụrụ n'ọka. Unu ga-enya ntị ka ọ bụ ebe unu na-ekwukwa n'ọkụ unu ga-enya ntị ka unu hapụ ete afụfụ. Maka na ọ sị unu na ọ sịrị unu kwalụ. Na isi n'ọka isi kpee ka onye esi wee dị. Na ya sịlọ gị na ihe ekwe na ihe anyị kwu bụ na iwu bụ na ihe ekwe. Ada amala aka. Ekwugo m ya mbukwu enye bụ ọ dịzi ka egwu ka m na-agụ.
Comment.
Ọbụla mgbe m jisi ime Igbo na ha ya ekwe n'ihe m kwuru na nsị unu na iwu bụ na unu ya ekwe n'ihe m kwuru. Ekwukwa m ya ọzọ. Ọkụ gbara sikwe ka onye esi dị na ọ nwere ha na-ewepụ ya. Ekelekwa m unu. Onye ọbụla biko ga-abụ ntị n'olu ka ọ hapụ ịtamatụ m afụ. Maka na ọ nwere onye agha ahapụ. Ị na-efegodi isi maka ifesi isi maka n'ihe ekwe ndị ụma na agha ha gị maka na ichizi ya si ya ji ekpọkọta ndị na-agasị agasị ka ha kpokọọ ọnụ na aka o ji sikwuru ka ekwu ukwu azịza. N'ihe ọ sọ na ya na-emere emesịa na igwe niile ji ya n'ụzọ ọ bụkwa na ekpokọ okwu ukwu azịza na onwere nke na-eme ya enwe isi. Ebe nwata na-ebe alụ aka na nne ya nọrọ ya nne ya na-anọrọ ya ka nji amala ọkwa mmiri maka ozuzu ya na-alụ n'ụlọ aka si na n'ebe ọ dị na-etu aka o si dị adị na onwere ihe na-ewepụ ya. Iru ka unu na-ego etu ọbụla ọsọ unu mee unu na-agbago anyị ekpokọkwa ukwu azịza unu na-agbada anyị ekpokọkwa ukwu azịza ofu ya abụrụle nne na-etu aka ọ dị onye
etu aka ọ dị. That is how it stands. If you go front, you must come back. If you go left, you must come back. You have no option. Peter Obi has no option than to come back to Biafran land. Peter Obi says that Biafra died 52 years ago, and the only Biafra is the people that will defend the Peter Obi. Jeffrey Onyema has been suspended. Are you getting it? Why is he suspended? Because he is an Igbo man. Foreign minister of Nigeria. He is suspended because he is an Igbo man. Okwetebeghị n'ihe otu na-ekwu. Okwetebeghị ihe Ugbala na-ekwu. Ọ gwara ha, say ha, listen, go to hell, go to heaven. You must turn back and become like this bunch of broom. Ndi Igbo have no option than to come together. BUDOS, BU autopilot, BU believe human rights, BU Masob, BU any group you want to belong to, since you are a Biafran, gods of the land, the gods that protect Igbo land, the Biafran land, the 13 states that make up Biafran land, they are sending this message to you. My own job is to deliver this message. Eke Orie. My own job is to deliver it. I am not Nnamdi Kanu. I am not Simon Eba. I am not Wazurike. Neither am I Ojukwu. We are 555 vision, and our own job is to deliver the message to your own hearing, to your own understanding. That is what we are doing. And the Biafrans, listen to the representative Ugbala, the gods of the land, that send message which you must hear. We are delivering this message to you. We are showing our face because Chukwu Okike Abiama asked us to show our face when we are delivering this message. And you who is watching, if you know what you can contribute, comment it through your comments, through the comment section. If you have anything you have to contribute, make voice note. If we get to it, we will deliver it for you. When your message collide with our own, that means we are speaking in one voice. Ugbala and some other people that we are playing their own messages in this platform means they are speaking exactly the kind of things we are thinking about. And for this reason, we will deliver the message from gods of the land. And we owe nobody no apology. Again, we are not delivering this message for you to like it. We are not delivering this message for you to love it. We are not delivering this message for you to be happy. We are delivering this message because that is what you must hear as an Igbo man. We are not begging you again. Here in this message, you will hear when we are begging the gods of the land that they have to abolish that parable that says, Onya turi ilu kọwara ya, egeji ilu nne ya furu ụzọ. We are begging them because we know that this is the problem Igbo people has. Igbo people don't ask a question. When our elders, ndị Igbo ji ilu ekwu okwu, ndị Igbo ji ilu na-eri ilu dịka nni. Then, ndị Igbo then come back and say, Onya turi ilu kọwara ya. If someone tell you something in parable and you don't understand, it means that the money, the birth price which your father paid for your mother is in vain. We are appealing to the gods of the land to abolish that parable because that parable is provoking a negative impact in the life of Igbo people. William, thank you. Write us comment concerning the abolishment of this parable. Abolishment of this parable in the Bible. God himself abolished 4 parables in the Bible. He told Israelites, and he says, this particular parable is not promoting the word of the God. This parable you people are using is not good for his children. And the inside 555 vision, when we went for purification, trying to understand the reason why Igbo people will leave their own land and they go to Lagos to develop, and they call Lagos state a no man's land. We understand that Ojukwu have told them in parable to go home. They refused. We are now appealing to gods of the land for the abolishment of that parable. Onya turi ilu kọwara ya, egeji ilu nne ya furu ụzọ. Again, akọwaruo, egewaruo. I could not deliver this message today. I had some attacks. I had some challenges when I published this message that I will deliver this message today. Manonya akowaruo egewaruo. When you explain to some people, they will be able to understand. After explaining to our comrades, coordinators, and the powerful people in IPOB, the reason we must deliver this message, they said, go ahead. Are you getting it? Igbo people are not understanding their parable. And for this reason, you listen to Ugbala, the gods of the land. All gods of the land in Biafran land, 13 states that make up Biafran land, they are together supporting Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, only to let this light shine. For this reason, if you come here, share this message, invite others. If you watch it later, write your comment. Your comment is needed to this particular thing. We go.
na money ada on. Agwango mbụ si na m apụtala n'ihu akwụkwọ nwere ihe mee ndị na-apụta n'ugwu akwụkwọ n'ọgba mmụọ ji si m pụta ka ndị apụta aka o jide n'ọfụ
A na-edeliver.
taa na-eme
Na-atakwa ọsọ
mkpụrụ ụbọchị ile na-enọ.
A na-edeliver okwu siri ike.
Izu ụka na-abụ 14 days 14 days anwa izu ịtọ na ụmụaka ọ bụ n'ọnụ Igbo ọ sị na ọ ya adị izu isaa onye ya adị izu isaa ndị ya pụta na-ewepụta kpọọ ndị ya eme ihe eme kpọọ ndị ya ekweta na-ebe ekweta ọfọ izu isaa ọfọdụ 7 days ihe njisi ka mgba gị ukwu nọ mgbe jisi mgba ukwu ka m eji wee gwa gị ọ 14 days ka ọ bụ taa nziweda gwara gị ihe ọbụla ụfọdụ mkpụrụ ụbọchị saa ọ bụ elu 21 days a sị na ọ elu 21 days ụbọchị ohu na ofu anwa a na-ekwubi 21 days enwere onye ahịa egbu onwere onye a na-azụ azụ onwere onye asị ya kwelu onwere onye asị ya ekwe na ife anyị kwuru na ọka ọ dị mma ka anyị na-emelu na chi gbafuo uche ya agbaghata gị uche ka ebe amala ife a na-ekwu chi nke na-eduga edu ya apụta n'iru ụkpụrụ ngụ nwe ebe esobie na ọnya bụ mgbe ị na-eje mma anyị ọ bụ si n'izebe n'ụgbọguruzo anyị si n'izebe n'ụgbọguruzo anyị ụmụnna si na nke onye na-ekwu na nwanne ya na-anụ onye emezina na onye nwa makarịsị ihe na onwere ya makarịkpọ ihe maka na ịmachi ife na ọnwa onye kaghị mma ụmụnna si n'izebe n'ụgbọguruzo anyị si ụmụ Igbo akwụsị mkpokwu unu na-akpokwu unu gbakọnata ọnụ ka unu keke ukwu azịza unu keke ukwu azịza unu ewere ihe dị elu unu nabata unu na unu na mmadụ ada aka ọnụ mana ndị ọmacha jansi na ọha mmakarị mana nsogbu adịrọ maka na ngwa unu na egwu niile agbakọba na-anachighị azụ n'ukwu ekwu ebe ala ha kwesị egbusi ụmụnne gị sọsọ ga-ebili ụgbara sị na etu ọbụla onye si wee cheta dị mma ihe ọbụla ịcheta dị mma asụrasị eme n'okpuru anyanwụ a na-edozi onwere ife ome ozi na nke onye emeta na mgbe gboo dị mma wee lue taa na onwere onye ahịa egbu n'ahụja ka o ji mesị na ikwu amara ya ibezie onye mfụ na nwanne ya na-emekọta ji ekọwalụ nwanne ya ka ọ malụ na ihe anyị ekwu bụ na a na-adị n'ofu na anyị adị n'otu na adị n'otu ihe a na-ekwu enwee isi adị n'otu onye nwanne ya na-amalụ ọka nwanne ya kọwara ya ọ bụrụ na agbasasị ya ka ezi ka ihe si mmalụ nke nwanne gị na-ekwu adị n'otu onye nwanne ya na-amalụ ọka nwanne ya kọwara ya na ihe ha na-ekwu ọyịyọ ka nna anyị unu na-ayị unu na-asị unu dododo unu ga-eme ntị n'olu ka unu nụ nke ụgbara na-ekwu maka na ọka sikwa eko ya esi wee dị ume Igbo ọ sị n'ọma ọdịnala ọ sị unu n'ọma ọdịnala ọ sị unu na ya ada asọ abịalugbo na ọ emesịkwalụ bịa asị na ya ada asọ ndị pastọ nke anyị na-asọ ndị dibịa maka na ekele ọlụ eke onye ọbụla na ụdị nke ya pastọ ya agụ ka o si masị ya etu ọ fụrụ ya gụta ọgụta ndị na-ekwe na ya ekwe maka na asị na ọ na ihe emerighị iselu ha onye dibịa ya
If you cannot win them, you join them. If you cannot win them, you join them. Ugbala have delivered this message. And as you are listening in this place, since more than 14 days, according to the gods of the land, they say, allow these people, let's see what they are learning, let's see how they are practicing, let's see what they can do. They have not delivered the message to us. And today, being Nkwo, they deliver the message. and they said it will complete 21 days before they will tell us where to go. Listen, he says, this is not a matter of native doctor. It is not a matter of pastors. This is a matter of what you must know. It is a matter of what you must understand. In as much as you are a Biafran, what you must know is coming together without waste of any time is the best. And if you fail to come together, they are burning your goods in Lagos. They are burning your houses in Lagos. They are destroying your properties in Lagos. They are killing you. You have no option. The life of Igbo man has been reduced to nothing in this present time. Do you know why? Because Ohaneze ndị Igbo sold their own son, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They sold him for Igbo president, which is Peter Obi. Today, Peter Obi is running helter-skelter, defending himself for not going to prison. What is he saying? When he was delivering this message, when our ancestors are delivering these messages, they said, Peter Obi, you are not going anywhere. Even if you enter the Asorok, we need this flag to shine. And Peter Obi says that Biafra died 52 years ago, that he have laid an example on what he will do to me and you. When he was the governor of Anambra State, he killed all the people that fall in love to this flag. To the sun, Eke is the sun. Eke represents the sun. Peter Obi killed them and they dumped their body at Izu River. Today, all the obedient people are running helter-skelter because the people that promoted Peter Obi are the comedians. Comedians in laughing jackass, comedians in pastorship, comedians in native doctor, comedians in a priest, comedians in different form are the people that promoted Peter Obi. They called him an online president. Now, Jeffrey Onyema, the foreign minister of Nigeria, has been suspended, all because he is Igbo man. Peter Obi, now he say, thank you, daddy. When he was talking to Oyedepo, he said it was a religious war. What Peter Obi don't have the ball to deliver when he was doing his own political campaign. And if Peter Obi is finally arrested, who will defend Peter Obi? It is only Simon Ekpa. And we are now telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no pride except from Simon Ekpa, because Ohaneze ndị Igbo had a meeting with Ifeanyi Ejiofor, which he called a sensitive meeting, saying that there have been destruction in Igbo land and then Nnamdi Kanu should be arrested. And he colluded with the DOS and they asked us to go after Simon Ekpa, who is installing sit at home, for the world to know and hear that Nnamdi Kanu has been renditioned. And it took 8 days before Nnamdi Kanu landed in Nigeria, before Malami made it open to Nigeria. And the 7th Nnamdi Kanu court has freed him, discharged and acquitted him. The same Malami and the Buhari hold Nnamdi Kanu just because of their power, which they obtained from DOS, Ohaneze ndị Igbo, and the obedient people who want Peter Obi to become president. And Ugbala sent a message. He said, go to hell, go to heaven, go to left, go to right, you must come back and become a bunch of broom. Without doing this, you will hear it. And you who is watching, share this message, because there are some people who is asking for accountability. We will play the messages, how the critical thinkers are passing this message to the people. So let's continue.
Ka o si akọgba afa jụọ ese maka na onye na-ajụ ese bụ ese ka ọ na-ajụ na onye na-ajụ ese amalị ya. Ọ sị ndị eze mmụọ ya kwu nke mmụọ ya nke mmụọ ya kwu mmụọ ya gwa eze mmụọ nke ọ na-ekwu na ka o sikwe ka o sikwe na ya ka ụgbara ji wepụta mesị nọ nke ọma alụ ka oyi na ndị dị na-asị na ọkụ na-acha na ọkụ ya acha na ọkụ na-acha inufu ya ka ọ na-edele ọyọgo unu mbesi ndị zobe na ụmụoguluzo anyị na ọnwụ na-emelụ ngwa ngwa na ama mmeghe ọdachi ya na-agbakwado bụ ka ọ dị mma ọ ka ọ dị mma ka anyị na-agbalụ biko dị ga anụ ntị n'onu ka unu ka si akọwa maka ọ nta dị ka mma atalili nwa na maghị eneli ya eneli ekwugo m mbụ si na onye atụala ire kọwara ya na ego eji na nne ya naanị iyi ndị takụlụ asị na ọ bụ ha n'ọfụ na onye atụ anaghị akọwara ya mana ịma na ọnwa ebe a ga-emegidezi dịka asị na na-akụ na nkwupi awụ maka onye ọsị n'ọmụma ọdịnala ọsị dị n'ọmụma ọdịnala ọsị dị na ya ada asọ abịalugbo na ọ emesịkwalụ bịa ọsị na ya ada asọ ndị pastọ nke anyị na-asọ ndị dibịa maka na ekele ọlụ eke onye ọbụla na ụdị nke ya
ada asọ ndị pastọ, ada asọ ndị dibịa.
pastọ ya agụ ka o si masị ya etu ọ fụrụ ya.
Pastọ ya agụ ka o si masị ya, because ihe ndị pastọ na-epreach, what pastors are preaching is tithe and the offering. Then they face your face up, telling you that Jesus will appear from the sky to save you. But why do we go to church? We go to church to be reminded on those people that set up the history. That is the reason we are going to church. We are not going to church for us to go to heaven. We are not going to church for us not to go to hell. We are going to church for us to be reminded, because you can easily get the map of those people that set up the record, how they did it. Abraham later died. Methuselah, undermining how many years he stayed in this world, 900 and something years, he later died. Jacob later died. Isaac later died. Eri later died. Mary later died. You must die before you go to heaven. And when you are talking about heaven, the new paradise, which Jesus prayed and said, "Oh Lord, let thy kingdom come," and he was referring to Biafra. Whenever these pastors begin to translate this gospel of God in the favor of the Biafrans, that is when you will know that they are now doing the right job. We continue until you will hear the reason where we are making an appeal, because onya tụrụ ilu kọwara ya, ndị Igbo say egejilu nne ya furu ụzọ. Yeah, if they put parable. Jesus Christ also explained the parable to his followers. Jesus Christ also explained his parables to his disciples. When they meet him, they ask him, "Master, why is it that you always talk to us in parable when we are in the public?" He said, "It is because for those that have eye not to see, for those that have ear not to understand. But this is the meaning of the parable which I said in public. This is the meaning, that at the end there must be Judas. At the end, someone will sell Nnamdi Kanu. At the end, DOS will hide that Nnamdi Kanu has been renditioned to Nigeria. And at the end, all this thing will happen." He explained it to them. Even before Jesus Christ was born, God himself ordered the chief priest and the representative of Israel. He told them, this parable is not helpful to his children. Because of this, abolish this parable and do not use it again. If you are a pastor in this place, and if you are good in Bible, you know where this thing is in the Bible. You can find it in 4 places in Bible. Write it in this comment section. Where God abolished parable by himself. What are we appealing? To ndị eze mmụọ, to ndị nze, ndị ọzọ, ndị aka ji ọfọ, ndị igwe. This parable is not doing their own children any good. Onye atụrụ ilu kọwara ya, ego ejilu nne ya furu ụzọ. That's why Igbo people doesn't ask a question. We are appealing. Then let's listen. You will hear when the gods of the land said that we are attacking them for this particular parable. Our message is 555 vision. Everybody have his own way on how to deliver his own message, but our message is pure, purified, and truthful. And if you found any wrong in this place, do not hesitate to identify it. So,
agụta ndị na-ekwe na ya ekwe maka na asị na ọ na ihe emerighị iselu ha. Onye dibịa ya akọ ka o si akọ gbaa afa jụọ ese maka na onye na-ajụ ese bụ ese ka ọ na-ajụ na onye na-ajụ ese amalị ya. Ọ sị ndị eze mmụọ ya ekwu nke mmụọ ya nke mmụọ ya mmụọ ya gwa eze mmụọ nke ọ na-ekwu na ka o sikwe ka o sikwe na ya ka ụgbara ji wepụta wee sị nọ nke ọma alụ ka onye ekwu. Na ndị dị na-asị na ọkụ na-acha na ọkụ ya acha na ọkụ na-acha ilufu ya ka ọ na-edele. Onye gudu mgbe sidizobe na ụmụoguluzo anyị na ọnwụ na-emelụ ngwa ngwa na ama mmeghe ọdachi. Ya na-agbakwado ka ọ dị mma. Ọ ka ọ dị mma ka anyị na-agbalụ. Biko dị ga anụ ntị n'onu ka unu ka nsị akọwa maka ọ nta dị ka mma atalili nwa na ma ya eneli ya eneli. Ekwugo m mbụ si na onye atụala ilu kọwara ya na ego ejide ndị ya naanị iyi. Ndị takụrụ asị na ọ bụ ha n'ọfụ na onye atụala.
Do you people hear it? Bear me witness, the people that is watching here. And if you come to this message later, bear me witness here. He says that they are saying, onye atụrụ ilu kọwara ya, na ego ejilu nne ya furu ụzọ. Ndị takụlụrụ ya, atakụlụọ ya. Ndị takụlụrụ ndị nze, ndị ọzọ, ndị eze mmụọ, ndị nze, ndị ọzọ, ndị igwe, atakụlụọ fa. Sifa, this parable should be abolished because your land, even in the eze mmụọ themselves, they forgot the parable that says, a na-ebu ụzọ zọta ana tupu azọta ute. Are you people understanding this thing? We are defending whatever we believe because the God that sent us this message back us up. Before 555 vision stand in this message, we know the things that back us up. They send us for purification. And when we were in purification for 9 months, praying to understand the message of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they said, this parable is not doing Igbo people any good. Igbo people are the only people that even the ndị eze mmụọ, ndị nze, ndị ọzọ, ndị igwe, they fail to understand the parable that says, a na-ebu ụzọ zọta ana tupu azọba ute. You have to get the land first before getting the mat. Ndị nze, ndị ọzọ, ndị eze mmụọ fail this message. They misinterpret this parable. One day, am I getting it? Where is the knowledge of Ndi Igbo? Disaster on this, disaster on the way if we don't take care. Write a comment. We are in the spirit now. We write your comment. Give us the reason Ndi Nze, Ndi Ozo, Ndi Eze Mmụọ should go to meeting to abolish this parable. Because the same Ndi Nze, Ndi Ozo, Ndi Anatu Ilu, you will see this, what is his name? There is one reverend father, reverend pastor or whatever. Let me know if I can get him. I don't know if you people know this man. This man, this man blew a lot of parable. He blew parable. But finally, he said, P2B, let us try P2B. Parable is not the thing. Igbo people does not understand their parable. If Igbo people understand their parable, first of all, what Igbo people will do, number one, is nobody, no elder will allow his child to go to Lagos and buy land and build house there. Because why are we saying what we are saying? We are not here to tell you things that will suit you, but we are sending our messages to Ndezemo, the people who dictated us, and say, 555 vision, help us to deliver this message. You who is watching, bear us witness and become a critical thinker. Bear us witness and become a critical thinker. Write a critical comment in this place and tell Ndezemo, Igwe, that they did not understand that parable that says, in the sense that you are the Igwe of the land. You delivered your own son. Then you send, what is his name? Reverend Father who? Write his name, please. Then you have your own son. You send your own son apprentice in Lagos, in Kaduna, in Jos, in Kano, in Zaria, in Zamfara. Then Igbo people, in the culture of Igbo people used to have what they call Obi. Then your own son will first of all buy land in another man's land and build upstairs 4-story building in that area. Then you begin to tell them, Akuruolo, Okwebosi. Then that your son that get that money will then come home and try to build a little bungalow. And you say Igbo people used to have Obi. This is what Ohaneze Igbo promoted, because they did not understand that parable that says, and Igbo Zozotan tupu azobote. Here, as the more gods of the land, those people that communicate to the gods and deliver the message to Ndigwe, to Ndinze, Ndiozo, they are now trying to understand the reason we are appealing to them for the abolishment of that parable that says, Onya turilu koware ya. Because they themselves did not understand the meaning of Anebo Zozotana tupu azobute. Go back to Igbo land today. It is empty. That is the reason that made the Fulanis to be penetrating, because it is empty. Their own children is in Kano. Their own children is in Lagos. Their own children is in Abuja. Their own children is all over the world, minus their own land. That land is empty. We are 555 vision. And the Mazen Nandekano says, we have to deliver this message, because when Biafra comes, we will build Biafra for 75 good years, day and night, without a stop. And the Switzerland, you know how beautiful Switzerland is. Switzerland will become like a village to compare how beautiful Biafran land will be. Are you getting it now? So, if you are riding with the 555 vision, you are trying to write comment with the 555 vision, communicating with what we are doing, you must uplift your memory. Mazen Nambekano says, come with your pens and the paper. Before you can be able to understand our teaching, you cannot come here to insult us. Rather, you come to learn. Here, people who is watching, tell us if that parable is doing any good to the life of Igbo people. If someone does not understand, just like in our own present, in our own eyes, in our own view, we know and we have confirmed that DOS does not understand the manuscript to restore Biafra. That's why they are doing underground job. You cannot do underground job and tell people do not listen to Simon Ekpa. You cannot do underground job and tell people don't share the message of Simon Ekpa. You cannot do underground job by telling people do not comment on his own program. You can comment what we are doing here. Tell us the reason why we should tell them more. if that parable is doing us good or not. How many people is here? How many people is understanding our message? Eze mmụọ ndị Igbo, ndị nze ndị ọzọ, they did not understand that parable that says, a na-ebu ụzọ zọta ana tupu azọba ute, and they want to let us to understand, they want to make us to believe that onye atụrụ ilu kọwara ya ego ejilu nne ya furu ụzọ. Igbo people, that message entered them. That's why you see Igbo people, they accepted Christianity. They did not ask the reason why Christianity has been established in Biafran land. Igbo people, the people that brought Christianity in Nigeria, Christianity is good. I have nothing against Jesus Christ. But the missionary journeys says they are going to teach you people how to do recitation. Ihe bụ n'isi. And the beginning, God created heaven and earth, and the earth was covered with smoke, and you cram those things. Go to all the pastors that come out from Nigeria. They know Bible from Genesis to Revelation. But apostrophe was taken away where you can get wisdom. The book of Sirach has been taken away. They give you King James Version. The former king of England, the same people that colonize you and they bring religion to you. Then they remove the history, the real sense inside Bible. And when you read the history of the colonial masters and the missionary journeys, what did they say? They show them how to read and they write and how to cram recitation. But they took away reasoning and asking questions. They took away the right of asking questions. They took away the reason why they should ask a question. That's why you see Nigerians doesn't ask questions. Nigeria doesn't even know the agenda of Usman Donfodio. No pastor, not Ajekinome, not Ananche, not Oyedipo, not to Suleiman, not to Mira, not to any pastor in Nigeria want to preach in his own church the agenda of Usman Donfodio. And Nnamdi Kanu is here crying, telling you people the agenda of Usman Donfodio, that they have come and they will uplift their agenda by Muslim ticket in 2022. Yet, no pastor summoned the courage to teach his own followers the meaning. And this is the reason we are appealing to the gods of the land. To ndị eze mmụọ, to ndị nze, to ndị ọzọ, to ndị igwe. They have already arrested Eze of Lagos, who said ndị Igbo must practice sit at home. They took him away. Ohaneze ndị Igbo, the same people that put county bounty on Simon Ekpa, and the same people who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they cannot talk concerning that Eze because they give their life more value than their own future, than the future of their own children. But remember, Abraham later died. Isaac later died. Jacob later died. Gad later died. Eri later died. Meneri later died. You can never in this world live like forever. Even Jesus Christ died. Methuselah, who lived more than any other person in this world, died. Then, what did Simon Ekpa tell you? Simon Ekpa said that he has come to make history, to make sure that he will be remembered. And can I have this guy? He said, if Simon Ekpa have to put his money, his face in Biafran currency for Biafra to come, let him do it. Let him do it faster than any other thing. And they abide the idea. If Simon Ekpa, the same reason that make a Livingstone to demote himself and going crazy today. If Simon Ekpa have to put his face in Biafran currency for Biafra to come, let him put it there. Because he is the only person self that has European president as a colleague. Are you getting it now? So for this reason, we must be explaining those deep teachings in this 555 vision. We are appealing to ndị eze mmụọ, ndị aka ji ọfọ, ndị nze, ndị ọzọ. That parable is not doing your own children any good. And we have to listen to them again. And whoever that is understanding should help.
Ndị na-asị na ọkụ na-acha na ọkụ ya acha na ọkụ na-acha ilufu ya ka ọ na-edele. Onye gụrụ mbesi dizobe na ụmụokuluzo anyị na ọnwụ na-emelụ ngwa ngwa na ama mmeghe ọdachi. Ihe a na-agbakwanụ bụ ka ọ dị mma. Ọ ka ọ dị mma ka anyị na-agbalụ. Biko dị ga anụ ntị n'olu ka unu ka si akọwa maka ọ nta dị ka mma ata n'elu nwa na maghị eneli eneli. Ekwugo m mbụ si na onye atụala ire kọwara ya na ego eji na ndị ya naanị iyi. Ndị takụrụ asị na ọ bụ ha n'ọfụ na onye atụ anaghị akọwara ya. Mana ịma na ọnwa ebe ya ga-emegidezi dịka asị na na-akụ na mkpupi ahụ maka onye tiri uche anyị amụta kwọdụ. Onye na-atiri uche anyị amụta. Ihe na-amụghị iti uche ebe mụtalụgo onye ka eji si gị na onye atụ alụkọwara ya asị na ego ndị ya naanị iyi. Maka na ị na-akụ aka, ị na-ege ntị, ị na-enyo anya, ị na-agba uche ka ihe mara ihe inyote. Akọwagidezie kwa mmasị atọ na nkọwa. Akọwagidezie kwa mmasị atọ na nkọwa. Ọnya ka o ji wee jụwa ka eke unu si wee hapụ okpesi anyị hapụ ihe bụ asada ndị Igbo wee chụwa nke ndị ọcha sị na ọnya nwa bụ ihe ka mma. Ọnya ka ejigwa na onye atụala akọwala ya. Mana ihe akọwazigide maka na mmiri ka ị na-awụ n'elu okwute. Mgbe ị na-awụ mmiri n'elu okwute ịba na ọ na-abahụ n'ime. Anwala onye anyị egbuwe isi ya egbuwe. Ilu ka Igbo ji ekwu okwu. Ile ka eji agụ eze ọdụ. Onye chebe na ka akọwala ya. Onye jụọ ka ihe kpatara na nwanne nna anụ nke nwanne ya na-ekwu ma mụ nwa ada anụ nọ ihe bụ ajụjụ. Ebe a ka ihe esi wee bido wee mara ebe ị na-eje. Ụmụ Igbo ekele m unu ekelekwa m unu ọzọ. Nta bụ ụtụtụ mmasị ụka mmasị afọ. Mmasị Nkwọ. Mmasị Nkwọ. Nta bụ ụtụtụ mmasị ụka Nkwọ. Ụbọchị eghedugo. Asị nka mpụta ka m kwuo ka unu wee nụ ka o si wee dị. Anyị ahụ na ngwọ na nkwụ na-abịa. Anyị ahụ na ngwọ na nkwụ na mana ndị a na-asị na ọ ya adịrịrị mma maka na ihe a sị na ọ ya adị mma ya adịrịrị mma. Etu esi ekwe ka esi wee dekede m ụmụ n'ụbọchị taa mara onye ọbụla mma. Ụbọchị taa dịrị unu ncha niile mma. Ụbọchị taa dịrị nwa Igbo niile na-eche ezigbo ihe mma. Asị ngo onye ji ego ya akwa na nri ya ma ya bụrụ ezigbo ngo. Onye na-eme nke ọma maalụ nke ọ na-eme nke ọma. Onye na-eme nke ọjọọ maalụ nke ọ na-eme nke ọjọọ. Ndị a nọkwa n'ọrụ na asị na abụghị gị adị n'ọkpọjigo adị n'ọkpọji ya na ọya erele. Etu anyị si ekwe si wee dị. Ekele m unu. Udo dịrị unu. Udo.
Bennett, thank you for this comment. Listen, we have played some message here. One of the angel that says there are Igbo Biafrans and the Igbo Nigerians. These are the differences people should come to understand. Nobody is a baby in times of Nigerian things. None of us is a baby. There are people that their parents told them they are Igbo. They are living in Lagos. There are Igbo people, their parents told them they are Igbo. They are living in Abuja. There are people, their parents told them that they are Igbo. They are living in Sabongiri Kano. Can you tell me these are the people who stood up and begin to say obedient, obedient, obedient? And again, what is the sense of divide and rule? The real sense of divide and rule is, number one, Igbo people speak so much in parable, and they deprive their children, and they back it up with this parable. They says, Onya turi lukowaria egeji lunne ya furozo. There are Igbo Nigerians and there are Igbo Biafrans. Igbo Biafrans are the people who is understanding. Igbo Biafrans are the people who stood strong with Nnamdi Kanu and the Simon Ekpa. Igbo Biafrans are the real indigenes. And Nnamdi Kanu, when he was here, he says, if you know that you are an Igbo man, you never go to village and go inside the bush for hunt. You will not understand what they are talking about, because you have been trained up and brought up with akam and the custard, coca oat and the tea, chocolate and all those things. In Aba, in Onitsha, in Lagos, in Abuja, in all those places, you don't know the real thing that is happening. Now, Igbo people have spread all over the world. They send their own children to go and they accumulate all over the world, and they took it as a pride. They say, any place you go in this world you didn't see Igbo man, you should run away from that place because there is no life there. But what is happening? And who is then living in that territory called Igbo land? In your village, how many population do you have there? Maybe you come from Nnewi. In the Nnewi city, people is dominating that place. But village, there's nobody there. You came from Oka. The village, the city is occupied. The village, nobody is there. You came from Umunnochi. Ojo Zokalo handed over the forest to Fulanis. You came from Okigwe. The city, people is accumulating in that place, but the forest, Fulanis is taking over. You came from Ongwa, the bush, Fulanis are taking over that place. Are you telling me that Ndi Igbo knows the importance of land? And let me tell you, those of our brothers who think that money is everything and they're trying to save their life, let me tell you something. The bone of your ancestors, the bone of your grandfather, the bone of your father that have died is more important than you who is alive. Because the bone of your ancestors is your witness. Abraham bosom in Israel is the witness. When Jacob died in Egypt, he said, took my bone back. The bone is what Israel used as an evidence to claim the land. That bone of your ancestors is more important than you who is alive. And that's why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, a black man valued his own stomach more than his life, but not knowing that his life is the owner of his stomach. And the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made us to understand that this Biafra agitation, you can never get Biafra agitation right if you follow the system like every other people that got their independence. You must do something different. That is what we are explaining. But that parable that hook us here, I know we have met up with Igbo people. Where you will see and they found some Igbo people that have the best ideology on how to restore Biafra is in the bar. Maybe you cross that area, they will tell you, man, Nnamdi Kanu would have do like this, Nnamdi Kanu would have do like that. You will go there. Like they say, yeah, if this is Simon Ekpa is doing, he would have declared Biafra that people will fight. They will tell you the easiest way to get Biafra. But the ideology that made Usman Don Fodio to enter Nigeria in 1904, 207 years now, that made Fulanis to pass Muslim ticket, which you see, even the pastors that promoted Jesus Christ in Nigeria, their own life is not safe. Why can't we appeal to Ndi Ozo to abolish that parable in order for us to begin to explain those parables? Jesus Christ we are following. I'm a Christian. I've been baptized as a Christian. Now, Jesus Christ also explained the parables to his own followers. When they asked him, why are you talking to us in parable in public? like his own message now, he have delivered it based on parable, but we can interpret the parable. And in as much as we can interpret the parable, what do? We have to explain to others the meaning of this parable for them to know that Igbo people are not asking proper questions. Pastors in Nigeria, Reverend Fathers in Nigeria, Cardinals in Vatican, an Igbo man, they are not doing what they're supposed to do to save the land which God gave to them, the land that filled with milk and honey. Pastors are not delivering a reasonable message that will give life to those their followers that believe in God. Because if Nigeria is finally being Islamized, the name Jesus will be taken away from you. Simple. So why should we be hiding our face to deliver this message? It is better we deliver this message. Nnamdi Kanu, where is him? He is in DSA dungeon. Everybody knows his own activity. Simon Ekpa, where is him? He is running helter scatter, building bridges on how to bring Nnamdi Kanu out. Owazurike, who Nnamdi Kanu come out from, what is he doing? Today, Owazurike is regretting of ever standing against Nnamdi Kanu. He is even trying to volunteer himself for him to be arrested, for Nnamdi Kanu to come out and fulfill this message which Ojukwu started. And without Ojukwu, without Owazurike, without Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa cannot be able to fulfill it. And he says, he will be your last bus stop. The last bus stop of all this corruption. You see Peter Obi is facing jail. You see Jeffrey Onyema, they have suspended him. Ojo Kanu is begging to become the Senate President of Nigeria. But the option for him is to become a Muslim before he can become the president. So, those obedient people, what are you people believing on? Muslim ticket to become a Muslim. When we call on the pastors, we told them, listen, Iran is once a Christian country. Egypt in Alexandria, Egypt is black people. Egypt is a Christian country. Originally, it's a Christian country. Then you go to Turkey. Turkey is once a Christian country. We called the pastors meeting. We had large meeting. We say, if you people keep on showing your jealousness over Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for the message he is delivering, Fulanis will take you over. And if they take you over, you people will become a slave inside those your churches, because those churches will be demolished. And if you want to walk inside Christianity, you have to work as a volunteer. You have to work as an employee. Then after the month, Fulanis will pay you salary. Not collecting tithe again, not collecting offering again. Then after the month, they will pay your salary. That is the pamphlet of Fulanis. Pastors doesn't understand it. They say, oh, leave that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu who is making noise every now and then. What is happening today? Muslim ticket has come. Chris Ayekinome now is trying to promote Peter Obi to pass through back door to become Nigerian president. Oyedepo is promoting Peter Obi to pass through back door to become Nigerian president. All of them is passing through back door to promote Peter Obi to become Nigerian president. But when Buhari locked up all the border in Nigeria and they opened the north for Senegambia, Mali, Senegal, Chad to come in, and they send them to Boko Haram camp to train how to handle gun and bullets. And after that time, they come up and they recruited them in the newspaper, everywhere in television. They call them repented Boko Haram. They put them army uniform and they said a repented Boko Haram has the opportunity to become Nigerian president. And the Shetima, the second man of Tinubu, is once a repented Boko Haram who is now having the opportunity to become Nigerian president because Tinubu is not alive. Pastors are not reasoning so deep because they believe and for this reason, we are appealing to ndị eze mmụọ, ndị nze, ndị ọzọ. We are telling them the reason pastors that bring this foreign god and tell them to look up, why Fulanis are passing through down, killing our people, burning everywhere, destroying everything our people have. Nobody is asking them question. It's because they are not asking question. And most of our parable, most of our words came from parable. How many people is understanding this thing? Do you have time to interpret those things? You don't have time to interpret those parables, man. That's why you see the OS, they will tell you, you see this, the new fallen angels now. They say you have to come for accountability. Simon ever have to come for accountability. The woman who is championing accountability, they ask her, do you think that ESN money is missing? She said no. The money is not missing. Then why are you asking for accountability? She said, yes, because she don't like Madam Azoka. And since Madam Azoka is there, she must be doing account to her. Are you getting it? And when we finish this program now, we have to restart again. There is another program coming up straight away called accountability, where some angel is lecturing those new fallen angels. Are you getting it? Emeka Livingstone and co. The new fallen angels. And when you read their comments, you will see that all of them have become crazy. These are the people that build up this autopilot. Today, many are called, few is chosen. The vineyard is many, the laborers is few. They go on criticizing the uncriticizable, making utterance and making some kind of statement that is not even needed in this particular point in time. Are you getting it? And that's why we are critical thinkers. That's why we are 555 vision. That's why we are delivering this message. Akowaruo, egewaruo. Initially, when we started this message, we said, when we first of all posted this message to the public, that some of our comrades say we cannot deliver this message. We explained to them, we have to take some law, we have to explain to people, this is what we are representing. I cannot do what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. I cannot do what Simon Ekpa is doing. I can't even do up to Wazurike. I can't even try the power of Ojukwu. We are 555 vision. Our own is to deliver these critical messages. Are you getting it? Very, very simple. And you who is watching, connect back, because we will leave this message here in 1 hour so that people who will come later to watch it, it will be easy for them. We are now coming again for accountability and how some angels, those critical thinkers, are lecturing those people who need accountability, who said, why is it that Simon Ekpa have not declared Biafra? Who says, why should Simon Ekpa didn't do accountability? Why should Simon Ekpa do accountability when there is no money missing? We have all the receipt. We know how the money is going. We know if nothing is missing. The woman who is championing accountability, ask her, is the ESN money missing? She said no. Emeka Livingstone, who is now trying to formulate anything he want to formulate, did you find any fault from Simon Ekpa? He said Simon does not pick their phone. He didn't read email. Simon then sacked them. Then, is it a reason for you to open a platform to just come and criticize? And this message from Ugbala today is, run to heaven, run to hell. You must return, because Simon Ekpa is the last bus stop to all this messed up. And we are delivering this message, taking authority, taking permissions from Ndezemo. Onya turi ilu kọwara ya, egeji lunne ye furu ụzọ. Allow people to ask a question, the one that doesn't understand. You who is watching, memorize again. If there is something you don't understand, Write it out here. Tell us to explain. Maybe we have time to explain. Maybe we will not have time. And the people is even trying for Simon Ekpa to sleep on social media just for him to explain anything they want. People want Nnamdi Kanu to sleep on social media just for him to explain to their own detriment. But what is happening? Time is money. Everybody, hey, someone has blessed me with the super chat. Hey, Joy Nnadozie, thank you so much. Some people have blessed me. I have received offering today. I have received super chat today. I have received everything. We are doing great job. When you receive this thing, you see it that people like what you are doing, and we will go on doing it. I have been blessed. Someone have given me super chat. Good. Is it how it is? We must do it. We must deliver the message. Super chat has been given to me here. Support us for what we are doing. Support us because we must deliver this message. Eke Orie, Afo and Nkwo send us this message. East, west, north, and the south sent us this message. Elijah, Elisha, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel send us this message. We are delivering from 555 vision. It is not by our power. It is by the power of God we are doing what we are doing. This words, God told Jeremiah, I will put my words in you and you will speak. Simple. And that is what we are doing. This I am delivering their message today. If I tell you the reason we accepted their message, it is not an easy thing. They pleaded, they say they have looked around. Who can deliver this message to a common man understanding? They say, take this thing. And we told you people that God sent Jonah to a journey to deliver message to Nineveh. Then Jonah refused. He said, why should you send someone like me? He is not going. God captured Jonah and put him inside a ship. From that ship, Jonah jumped inside the water. Then, according to Bible, shark swallowed Jonah and vomited Jonah in the same land where he rejected to go. When we started this movement, we have been doing this thing inside our car. Sometime inside forest, sometime on the street, or sometime on the street. We will deliver our message because we take the part of Jonah to deliver this message. We are not doing it because we are speaking better English. We are not doing it because we are the people that can say it better. We are not doing it because we can do better than others. This is a responsibility which Nnamdi Kanu signed to liberate Biafra. A responsibility which Wazirike signed, and it ended how it ended. A responsibility that made Ojukwu to use his father's words, his father's property, to save you. The same responsibility that made Simon Ekpa. You know that Simon Ekpa is a local government councillor in Finland. His net worth in Google is more than $5 million. Simon Ekpa left his mansion in Finland. Then he put sleepless night in his eye to make sure he delivered this message. And he said he is creating awareness, trying to deliver this message for you people to be prepared on things that will come. It is a responsibility we have signed. Me, Paul Ongbiko, 555 Vision, I was called to serve Biafra in 2002. Yeah, 23 years now. 2002. When I was in Lagos, Alaye people came to me and say, I will pay son of the soil before I will bring out my luggage out of the boot. I told them we are one Nigeria. Alaye people in Lagos said we are not one Nigeria. That was the day in 2002. That was the day I disowned Nigeria, and that was when I left Nigeria because of this journey. And they told me to go to Ivory Coast, where Ojukwu landed, and they bring Biafran immigrants. There, I went. It took me 22 years to get to Ivory Coast. 22 years journey to get to Ojukwu house, where Ojukwu dwelled in Ivory Coast. 22 years it took me when I left Nigeria. It took me 22 years before I get to that place where Ojukwu was staying in Kanti, Biafra, Ivory Coast. I went there. The video is here. It's in this platform. You can watch the video. We went there. We called some people. They went there and they prayed to cut the chain of a slave, to cut the chain that is holding Igbo people outside the world. We went there. We do as we can do. What Ndezemwo did not do. What Ndi Ohaneze Ndi Igbo did not do. What Ndi Akajiofo did not do. What Ndi Igwe Ndi Nze Ndi Ozo did not do. They sent us to do this thing. We went to Ivory Coast. The video is here. I know if we talk with the show. This is the same thing Simon Ekpa left all the richness he has. Simon Ekpa won gold for Nigeria. And anybody that won medal, you know he is rich already. And after he won gold for Nigeria, he nationalized in Finland and he still won 3 gold medals for Finland government. And he integrated himself inside Finland parliament and become one of the decision makers in Finland government. And he is a very good friend to Finland prime minister. And he leave this thing and take the responsibility. Are you people really understanding the kind of responsibility? We have job. That's why you see this our Joy Mwadozie. He gave me powerful super chat. I don't know how to bring this thing to the public for public to see. I don't know if people see it itself. You know, powerful super chat, because we take the responsibility. Some people knows the importance of what we are doing, and they say, "Kurumringo." Are you getting it? So I don't know if I should go on with this message and play the other message right away. You know, people are here, but I want to, for me, I decided to make it short so that people will have time to copy it, watch it, share it in your program, do it how you like, but deliver this message. Let us pardon that person. Biafra, may peace be unto you. We will return now and place another message. We will title it accountability. Accountability will be the name, the title of that message. Bennett, what do you say? We go on with this or we turn back again? Because the message, I have it here, but it will be long. I want to make it short. Return back again, because so that it will be easy. This is 1 hour something now. Thank you.